W's and L's. Who wants to go first?
I'll go. Cool. Let's go. I got 3 dubs today. We'll start there. First dub I got is going out to King Push.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So Pharrell was on Drink Champs not too long ago, right?
Yes, he was.
And he talked about how Pusha T and him frequently sit down and listen to Drake lyrics and they admire them. And I thought it was interesting to hear this. At first reaction, my first visceral reaction, I'm like, nigga, you lying. Nigga, you lying. Nigga, you don't listen to fucking Drake.
Hit you with the, I know you fucking lying.
Because in my mind, I'm just thinking about the beef. I'm thinking about the history between them two. I'm thinking about Drake's response to Pusha T's music. And then I got to thinking about it. And all the times I've heard Pusha T talk about this beef with Drake, the closest he has ever come into criticizing Drake is that you're considered to be the best, but you don't write all your own music. Which is not necessarily a critique on his talent. Mm-hmm. It's just that you may not be within a certain class of rappers because it's not pure. You've had, and you can say this about a lot of rappers. A lot of rappers have had this thing put on them. A lot of top rappers, Kanye, Wayne, a lot of people have had this thing done on them. So it's not an uncommon thing. But I've never heard Pusha T like down Drake's talent. I've never, and I kept trying to think. I went back and I watched the Joe Budden shit. He said Duppy was weak, which I thought Duppy was weak, but whatever.
I thought Duppy was pretty good. It just got trounced by Pusha T's response.
By the okay, cool. Subjective, whatever. But he's never directly thrown a shot at Drake's rapping talent, other than the fact that you don't write all your own raps, which I think we all are on a understanding that that's factual. So I gave a dub to him just because, like, if you look at the other side, that nigga is telling DJs to stop records in clubs whenever Pusha T comes on. So it's an interesting power move to me. I think there was something calculated in that. Like, oh yeah, Pharrell about to go on Drink Champs. And, you know what I'm saying? It's like, if I can beat your ass and big up you at the same time, that just gives me even more satisfaction.
Yep.
I gave another dub to Michigan Hoops, who moved to 7-0. 7-0 on Christmas Day.
Okay.
Beating Wisconsin, I think it was. I'm trying to figure out how Michigan hasn't cracked the top 15 yet. I'm really confused. At 7-0. I don't understand. Shout out to Juwan Howard and them boys out there. Livers, Wagner, all your boys hooping. Appreciate you. Got a dub for Dennis Schroeder. So, I think we talked about this on the Clubhouse a little bit. I didn't like how Dennis Schroeder came into the 17-time champion Lakers and decided for himself that he needed to start. Right? So this week it's come up that Lakers are talking contract extension with Dennis Schroeder. Throwing out numbers like 4 years, $80 million. Right? So now that he's talking about getting paid, his tune has changed a little bit. Right? Now, and I think that was a little bit of the motivation the entire time was, like, I'm trying to secure my bag. So, like, if I need to start to make as much money as I can, let me advocate for it. I just didn't like the way he did it. But he has walked back those statements saying that, like, you know what, if I need to come off the bench, I think it would be better for our rotations if he does. Because watching 3 power forwards play on the floor at the same fucking time should never happen again at any point during the season.
Shout out to the Knicks.
The trio of Markieff Morris, LeBron, and Montrezl Harrell is ugly, and I don't want to see it ever again.
Bro, it's not football.
Those
fullbacks the fuck out of here.
Right.
I'm like, get by.
What the fuck is that, Frank Vogel? So I'm hoping that now that he feels free and he's not bitching out, maybe he can start making some finer tune adjustments to that lineup, because it's looked crazy over the first two games. I got 3 L's. Let's give the first one to the Xbox X Series. Have y'all seen the video of that joint exploding?
recording now?
Yep. What's the Xbox keep doing?
It's a turning off.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm Blaze, and those are my friends AJ and Gary.
Whoa. See, there it goes. Y'all thought I was lying. Spoke yesterday and he keeps popping off, and it should turn back on by itself.
What's that noise?
Yeah, Xbox. It's the Xbox, poof. See, and then it kicks back on. So obviously this is faulty, and I'm gonna return it. I think it's gonna freaking blow up.
I feel like in the beginning I might have seen one like smoking, but like
Yeah, no, like they was playing it, it froze, it made a noise, it popped, a little bit of smoke came up out of it, and it went dead. Oh no, it restarted itself. It restarted itself. So like the game froze, made a sound, and went a little bit of smoke fizzled, and it restarted itself.
Yikes.
power down and
What
power up.
a
I'm
terrible
gonna send it to you so you can
time.
put it in there. Yeah, that looks fucking awful. And it's like Microsoft can't seem to make a competent game system.
For the first month.
I don't
the first 5
understand
months.
what it is. I don't hear about PlayStation's getting red rings or fans going out or exploding
I seen one where somebody
upon purchase
got a PlayStation without a fan.
without a fan at all.
Yeah.
How the fuck did that happen?
That's a one-off.
Yeah, that's definitely a one-off. Yeah,
I never had a red ring on my 360.
but you know plenty of people who did.
Facts.
Never had
You
an issue with my
plenty of
Xbox One. So,
Yeah, let's knock on wood.
but then again, I buy my consoles a year after they came out. I don't buy them right away.
Yeah. And people want to hit you with the line, well, you know, you got a receipt, you still return it. Bro, I don't want to deal with that.
But I feel like other consoles don't
do
get that. Yeah, we don't have to go through this adjustment period where we got to get the kinks out or we got to have a virus on our fucking game system. They was killing game systems like cancer kills people.
Hell no, that's crazy.
MGM is selling off their entire film division. So James Bond, The Hobbit, just to name a few. MGM, for my history buffs out there, was the studio that brought you The Wizard of Oz originally. They have the big hotel out in Vegas, the Emerald Building. MGM as a company wasn't doing well. Like the MGM's I don't think they were turning a profit even pre-COVID. So I guess this kind of makes sense with the the financial crisis of the pandemic for them. And somebody will buy that stuff for sure. Don't want it to be Disney. Don't want it to be Disney. I don't want to see a Disney James Bond. I also don't want to see Disney own all of media. Like at this point, it's getting kind of ridiculous.
Fair enough.
But yeah, any ideas of who could purchase those film rights?
Tyler Perry.
Fuck no. TP Studios, absolutely not.
Man, hell no.
TP Studios by way of Viacom.
Big TV.
Big TP, hell no.
I think maybe Universal or Sony.
I wanna say something.
Sony
Sony.
could get the punch in the gut that they need by getting Bond.
I'm trying to think who else.
That's all I got.
I mean, Warner Brothers.
Netflix ain't got the bread.
I don't think they have the money. Yeah, I don't think they have the money to buy that. Maybe Warner Brothers, but they in so much shit right now.
And now Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers going through it, bro. Warner Brothers is fighting fights on multiple fronts. They got this shit going on with them trying to move all their movies over to streaming and pulling them out of theaters, which that didn't work with Dune. They were threatening. Legendary is a production company. They threatened to sue Warner Brothers over that because Legendary fronts like 75% of their budget to make these films, and they didn't tell them that they were going to do that. So in that, they were like, fuck no, put that shit in the theaters when you can so we can try to make some of this money back.
Yeah,
They fighting that. They got the whole shit with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard going on. Warner Brothers got a lot of shit. They got a lot of shit going on.
First dub. Jesus. First dub goes to Ace Hood.
Ace Hood.
Haven't heard from Ace Hood in a while.
Found love, man.
Yeah. So apparently, because he went independent, he hasn't been he essentially hasn't been receiving any plaques or anything because he obviously hasn't had any Bugatti. He hasn't had Hustle Hard.
God, out of that clutches of DJ Khaled's ass.
So yeah, he doesn't have any plaques anymore. No more platinum plaques, no more gold plaques, anything like that. So for Christmas, his wife actually made him plaques for his independent releases.
Dope.
So he's got like I think Trust the Process and then Trust the Process 2. One's got like 100 million streams. One's got like 70 million streams or something shit like that. So he's got like plaques for his independent releases now.
That's cool. That's dope.
Dope.
Dope ass Christmas gift.
Shout out to Sheila.
No.
Yeah, like Sheila Marie or Shayla Marie, something like that.
Shout out to Black Love.
Yeah, I follow her on the Jams. Yeah, she be her inspirational bag.
She be in her inspirational.
That ain't the only bag she got.
Hey, Sid gonna fuck you up, bro.
Hey, man, good content.
Hey, Sid.
Gotta give it up to Famous Dex and Rich the Kid. So Famous Dex actually is going to rehab. I know for a while he was like going against that, but now it seems like he's accepted going into rehab, which is dope, getting underneath his problems.
Mm-hmm.
Rich the Kid was there with him.
Yeah.
So, you know, on his way into rehab, he was there to kind of be there for him, which is
See
dope.
him off.
Which is dope.
Rehab buddies.
Yeah. Rehab buddies for
He said, "Plug, whoa."
A dub goes out to Gucci and Keisha Kaor. They are having a son, or they already have
They
a son.
did.
Gucci.
The
Baby
name
Ice.
of the baby is Ice Davis, which is going to make some college football team very proud.
They gotta play. They gotta play jury when he's born, or he's already born.
Yeah.
So they gotta play jury at his baptism. This ain't even half my jury. So much ice to make your eyesight blurry.
Just imagine OJ the Juice Man being your goddad.
Hey.
And he's just doing ad-libs while he's singing Tabby.
Okay, nephew.
That is
Nephew.
nuts. He's gonna make Georgia Bulldogs probably happy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, Ice Davis and Bricks Thornton.
Bricks Thornton.
Bricks Thornton got to play on the same college team. Ice Davis and Bricks Thornton.
Bricks is gonna play for Virginia.
Ooh. So Bricks Thornton
Either-
versus Ice Davis. Ugh.
He's gonna play for Virginia. I was gonna say Georgia Tech, but not Georgia Tech. What's the school that obviously plays in
Georgetown.
Georgetown?
Georgetown. They could go to
Yeah.
Georgetown.
True that. Iverson. Last dub goes to a man in Northeast Ohio. So apparently, a white guy in a convenience store, a gas station in Northeast Ohio, decided to be rather liberal with the N-word.
Where you from, nigga? Where you from?
He
Where
can
you
pop
from? Where the fuck you from?
Here, nigga.
You from here? Get the fuck out of here. You a clown, nigga. Oh God, you a clown, nigga. You from here? You a clown. What, you gonna smack me with that? Smack me. Smack me. Smack me, nigga. Come on, yeah. Drop it.
Ooh. Yeah, you got yours, buddy.
Call me another fucking nigga. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, man, these guys, you already learned this lesson, man. Ain't no reason to be
Call me another nigga.
Ain't no reason to find them out.
Call me another fucking nigga.
Okay.
Good? You good now? I asked you not to call me a nigga.
I don't blame you, dude.
You're good.
Started calling a black dude the N-word. Black dude wasn't having it. So what did he do?
Oh shit.
Grabbed a Twisted Tea and cracked it upside his head.
Twisted Tea sponsor that, man.
As he should.
1000%.
As he should.
Twisted Tea sponsor that, man.
So it's bad enough that he was already saying nigga, right? Like that is what it is. But then to have the aggression that you have with it, like the assertion, where you from, nigga? Where the fuck you from, nigga? Yeah, I don't even know if he would have got to the second one with me. So I commend the man's patience. He asked him to stop calling me a nigga. He asked you. Hey, look, man, stop. Hey, I'm gonna fuck you up. You don't believe me? Okay.
I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna beat your ass.
And then he hit him so fucking hard that I'm convinced that nigga was trying to walk away with his hands up and protect himself, but his equilibrium was so fucked up from getting smacked with that can, they ended up coming forward.
He was on his R. Kelly swag. My mind is telling me no, my body's telling me yes. I'm telling you, man.
That nigga didn't want to have no parts of that after he smacked him with that can.
For sure.
And he got choked out.
That's what his ass gets.
Yeah, for sure.
Stupid.
You stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
First L goes to a whole lot of red, which a lot of people are saying is a whole lot of trash, a whole lot of skips. It just wasn't for me, dog. Like, the only thing I can say in the first half that I actually listened to was the Kanye verse was decent, I guess.
Gun to your head. You got one album that you got to listen to from now until the end of time. You got Wanna, you got Whole Lot of Red. Go. Yeah, I don't like how easy that was for you.
Wanna.
Do you want to hear a grown man yell like a baby over arcade beats? Somebody said that on the timeline. They said, yo, this nigga Cardi is rapping over arcade beats. And I immediately thought of Streets of Rage.
Definitely was yelling like a baby all over that shit. Like, he was basically, he did a redo of Gucci's Take My Shirt Off and All the Hoes Stop Breathing.
Mm-hmm.
He was suffocating hoes in that song.
But then he kept saying stop breathing in this like weird ass
Stop
like,
breathing.
Stop breathing.
Stop breathing.
What's happening here? What's going on?
That's funny.
I didn't listen to Mario Judas version, but I had to imagine that it was better.
Oh.
Hot take.
Scathing.
Is it that hot though?
No.
Okay.
Nigga.
I gotta give an L to Paul George's braids. Is he channeling his inner Kawhi?
Kawhi Jr. He want to be Kawhi Jr.
Kawhi Jr.
You know, he got identity crisis. He's stressed out. Yeah, bro. He don't know what he want to do.
But I just don't feel like it's sweet though. Like, how can you have the same exact hairstyle? And it's not like a haircut where it's okay.
You, right.
Like, you grew your hair and you got braids to look like a nigga that you on teams with. And they're really not buddies like that. Even if you are buddies, it would still be weird. But it's even weirder.
The only instance I can think of that was like this is when Carmelo and AI both have braids. But at least both of them came into the situation together and they both already had braids.
No one, yeah, fam.
Man, in a minute, Paul George gonna walk up to Kawhi and be like, "Hey, look, man, I don't know about this Nike thing, bro. Can I come to New Balance, bro? Let me get on that New Balance deal with you, bro."
Paul George pull up a New Balance, I'm having a fucking problem.
He gonna pull up in an old SUV like Kawhi too.
Right? Yeah. Where you buy your Bronco from? Buy your Bronco.
My boss about to say something else, but I ain't gonna take it that far.
Yikes. Dabo Sweeney gets an L because what the fuck? Ohio State at number 11, dog. You mean to tell me there's 10 teams better in college football right now than Ohio State?
No. No, fuck Dabo Sweeney. There is some legitimacy to the question of whether or not they should be in the playoffs, I think. But
I'll give you that.
I'm not 11.
Just because you hate a nigga, don't
yeah,
make a
hate
nigga trash.
11 is hating.
Yeah,
for
fam.
sure.
That's all that is.
11 is definitely hating.
That's hate, not soul fake. That's hard hate.
That means you got a couple group of 5 teams.
Jesus Christ.
You got a couple group of 5 teams ahead of Ohio State. I just missed something clearly.
Yeah, we ain't even gonna go back there.
Oh, I'm gonna go back there once I edit this shit.
Disgusting with my damn self.
Yikes.
Woo!
But yeah, how do you have to have 2 group of 5 teams ahead of Ohio State?
Yeah.
Coastal Carolina and Cincinnati probably?
Cincinnati, yeah, nah. No. Definitely not Coastal Carolina. I don't get what his argument is for Coastal Carolina being ranked in front of Ohio State. That's the one that gave it away for me.
You know what I mean?
Like Cincinnati, okay, Cincinnati undefeated, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Coastal Carolina.
Gotta give my last L. This is a recent one. I already gave him one this year, but I gotta give him another one. Bronny.
Shoot a shoot, man.
Boy, is he. This man is trying to shoot his shot at none other than Larsa Pippen. Like in pictures, apparently sliding in her DMs, reportedly sliding in her DMs. This begs the question, does Scottie Pippen have to run his fade?
Yeah, Scotty Jr. gotta fuck him up.
Scotty Jr., you mean?
I did, yes.
Yeah, I was about to say, at this point, Scottie Pippen is not pressing anyone over Larsa.
No, he shouldn't.
Larsa come and go as she please.
Yeah.
Scottie Jr. definitely.
Yeah, no, they might have to scrap. Bronny might be the fuck up, y'all. Out of
The oldest fuck up though.
He might be the fuck up. Cause he just keep doing silly shit to like embarrass his family and his friends.
Like, what's your
or
problem?
his dad. Like, I don't. You know who your father is?
The guy in the NBA. The number one guy in the NBA.
Like, man, LeBron has managed to skirt around very salacious shit by staying out of, media type shit like this, like tabloid shit like this. I don't know, Bronny. It might be. And this is coming off the heels of you getting the worst ass whooping of your life.
Barely 3 months ago, fam.
I think I'm gonna smoke weed and try to holler at my
And Larsa. That homie's
Miss
mom.
Larsa, because you know he calls her
Miss Larsa.
Miss Larsa's draws.
He in there liking all the selfies, all the thirst traps.
And they had the nerve to
And
say,
it's
"Oh,
slop.
I'm just liking my friend's mom's pictures. Like it's not a big deal, guys."
I don't even like my homeboys' girls' pictures on Instagram.
You know what I mean? It's
Like,
some
Let
things
alone
you don't do.
your mother.
Yeah, let alone your mother, like,
Some things you just don't do.
fight me, nigga.
Facts. That's it for me.
Alright, man, we gonna go over to Elville. Since it's Christmas, this was a gift. Gotta give an L to King Von's sister for giving that little baby boy a fucking toy gun.
Merry Christmas, grandbaby. Ooh.
Merry Christmas.
How do you work it?
If you want to hold with one hand, that's hold one hand. If somebody want to shoot, that's duck. And if you want to hold with two hands, that's shoot two hands. They're going to shoot. Then if you want to shoot people, you click come out, you can't. This is going to fall. Because you clips come out with a real gun. Then if you have a fake gun, the thing will come out. So,
And how you cock it back?
But this L is for the niggas who want to condone this type of behavior and compare it to white people. And it's a privilege that white people can do this at any age and they get gifts, and it's not a problem.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. It's not Uchiwali. It's not one mic. We are on this side. They are on that side. They have different privileges and things that are acceptable in their way and their culture that we can't just act like it's going to be cool for us.
In what situation is your 3-year-old going to need to know how to handle a weapon? An actual weapon, a gun that looks like a real gun.
And that was my whole argument. Like, if I have a kid, when they're of age, I will teach you proper gun safety, how to use it, when to use it.
Even if you do it on their way up, like 11, 12 years old, we can start learning gun safety. But you need to have a Glock at 3?
Yeah.
And the optics of it were just crazy. Like he's out there like holding it like a nigga would, and they're cheering him on and shit. Like
That shit is egregious. It's wild. Yeah.
Tote that thing, baby. Tote it.
Do that thing, Tay. Let that chopper ring.
that chopper ring.
So next L, reoccurring guest at the podium, T.I. He's just T'Challa, excuse me. He's just been on record on many occasions just talking too much and saying dumb shit that he does not need to say.
Mm-hmm.
Most recently on this podcast, he's talking about time he spends with his daughter at stop prevention hours. It's
He
just like
doesn't need to talk.
certain things don't need to be said.
Nope.
Certain things you can keep to yourself.
Especially things that you don't have to talk to people
No one's asking you. You're on your own platform.
It's not something that people can ask of you. They don't have to, or you don't have to disclose how you parent your children to other people.
Yeah.
But when you do shit like this, you open yourself up to criticism. I 100% think that he was joking. But at the same time, you didn't go into that and say, oh, well, you know, I think me spending a lot of time with my daughter reflects in the decision making and the choices that she makes when she's not around me. That's a fine way of saying that, right?
Right.
Saying I'm only staying with my daughter so that she doesn't turn out to be a hoe looks a lot worse.
Nasty.
Looks and sounds a whole lot worse.
Yeah, fam.
He's like, you are right. He does have a history of doing this. He was on not Love Hip Hop, on his TV show, arguing with Tiny about the fucking the affair with Floyd. You slept with my mortal enemy. Dog, in front of Viacom and, on VH1, you having this now?
With these cameras rolling?
Nah, mortal enemy, bro.
That's a sick nigga, man.
My mortal enemy.
And like I said, it's only the guilty conscience coming back to bite you up. When you know you a slimy nigga and you have a horrible past or held present, from what I hear, that shit eats you up and you project certain things onto others. Yeah, T.I., please, disrespectfully, shut the fuck up. Like, please, shut the fuck up.
Relax.
Yeah, relax, nigga. Alright, so to the dubs, more black excellence on the rise. Give a shout out to Big Sean. He is now the creative director of the Detroit Pistons. So that's a good look.
It's like Drake with the Raptors, I think.
Drake with the Raptors.
Chance with the White Sox.
Boom, there you go. And then Jerry Lorenzo got the deal with Adidas basketball. So, you know, I'm not the biggest Adidas guy, but I'm definitely intrigued to see what comes out of that deal, being that he's one of the people from our culture. So for something that piques my interest, I'm like, you know what I'm saying, might cop something.
He's got a lot of work to do with Adidas basketball. I don't think I've ever liked an Adidas basketball shoe except Crazy Eights.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. I mean, y'all obviously more sneakerheads than me. I don't see a lot of people hooping in Adidas, though.
They have a bad rep of hurting niggas.
At this point, you see more people in Under Armour than you see...
Nigga, Kobe once said about Derrick Rose's Adidas that, like, if niggas start wearing them, they're gonna break their fucking ankles.
Yep.
It's like, man, niggas start putting them Derrick Rose joints on, niggas is going to break their fucking ankles. And then Derrick Rose went on to have an injury-riddled career.
Damn. Called it.
He did call it.
Yeah, I hate to say
Definitely
it.
called it.
Yeah, I hate to say it. And shout out to my man's Cuomo. He has officially banned any selling, any displaying of that Confederate flag in New York. Get that shit that
For sure.
out of here. Expeditiously.
It's crazy. It's 2020, so well over 150 years since that war was fought. And we're just now banning the flag of the attempted insurrection, the attempted coup.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
This is America.
half an applause. That's what you get for that shit.
Not even at a federal level. It's just in New York.
Statewide.
Just in New York, yeah.
That's nuts.
That's it.
Okay.
That's all I got, man.
Niggas don't want to talk about Jermaine Dupri.
JD, funky ass.
Jermaine.
Shout out to
JD with the hot takes.
Marte from the good old Oop crew.
Sick of these niggas.
That's your bird call, bro.
Yeah, so Jermaine Dupri on some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You got the tweet pulled up?
Yeah. Read it out for me. If you're really from the A, it's time for us to come together and stop all the shooting shit at the Lenox Mall. Okay? Now, Phipps, the police need to get tougher and profiling needs to go to code red. I can give a fuck about y'all getting mad and me saying this. Little kids getting shot is whack. Think before you tweet.
Profiling needs to go to code red.
Yeah, that's...
Is he forgetting what he is?
Yeah, apparently. Or his nephew, son, whatever.
Himself?
Brother, himself,
Yeah,
father.
profile.
Needs to go to code red. So anybody black in Atlanta gets profiled.
Yeah.
Anybody black in Atlanta, Georgia.
Wakanda.
Niggas just say shit, man. And I like, just like when he said the shit about the female rappers. Like, oh, only female rappers talk about stripping. And I was like, okay, well, what about Rhapsody? Stop talking so quickly. Stop getting on these platforms trying to voice your opinion on things that you are out of your depth in. You could have said all the shooting shit needs to stop at the Lenox Mall. We need to come together. Period. Tweet. Why are we giving?
Expand.
Yeah, like this is.
Are we giving cops a green light to profile?
Stupid.
When we
Did
know
not
what can
need to
happen with
expand on
that,
my nigga. You stupid.
and none of it's good. Any other thoughts?
Stupid motherfucker.
You stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
Anything else?
Nah, man.
On that note, we out.
Happy Kwanzaa, y'all. Thanks for watching another Back of the Bus Squad episode. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Want to check out another episode related to this? Go ahead and click that video to the left.
And if you want to catch up on some of our other episodes, make sure you click the playlist below.